Hi friend, welcome to the dining room. I'm actually going to be giving this space a makeover. It's not very large, although with this camera angle, I look like a giant in here, but this is the dining room. It's actually not my favorite space in the house. I'm not going to lie with you. It just doesn't get a lot of natural light. In fact, I got the artificial lights going on right here. The sun's also setting, which doesn't help, but I'm going to be giving this space a makeover. We're probably going to do this in two parts, two videos. And so one thing I want to do is essentially transform it, and we're not knocking down walls or anything, just pretty much a cosmetic update new lighting, new furniture, and deal with this situation over here that I'm looking at, which is like the back entryway, which is connected to the dining room. It's kind of a mess, so let's just get started. The first plan of action is to tackle this corner right here so that I don't have to look at another pile of shoes. But what's the solution? Well, I think it's this. So this area right here is the entryway, but it kind of serves as like extra storage, like pantry storage or spirits, liquor, whatever, just a whole bunch of things. But one thing that I don't want is to see crap. So this cabinet is going to be a good solution for hiding all the crap. So I don't see anything visually. It's going to be more minimal. So I actually went ahead and picked up 3 of these from Home Depot. These are just like regular old stock cabinets, like for pantries or what have you. They're actually unfinished, so I'm gonna put 3 of them side by side to create the look of like a larger cabinet, like a statement piece, rather than like a built-in look. I'm not going for a built-in look. I'm actually gonna keep like the natural wood. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this outside and work on it. I have the other 2 out there too, and I think it's just gonna look really nice. I do need to like post these and like list them on Marketplace, you know, sell them off, the old furniture. But so come on, let's go outside. Just seeing these side by side, I'm getting very excited about putting all the crap in there. Now, as you can see here, there is sort of some variation between the wood tones. We're gonna address that here soon, but I kind of have an idea on how to maybe dress this up a little bit more. So this is solid wood wainscoting. So this is the front. As you can see, it has sort of this more classic style that we see this in a lot of homes. If we flip it on the back side, it has these more narrower, I guess, grooves. I think that's what we'll call them. So I think this is gonna look good here. So let's take a look and see how that'll work out. Okay, so this is what the front looks like. Now if I turn it over, this is what the back looks like. You see the smaller, kind of prefer this look, but I mean, I am going to be using something that'll hopefully make the color cohesive, because this is not the same type of wood. I don't know, now I'm kind of just really liking them as is, just keeping it simple, you know? I don't know. To be honest with you, I was actually going to use some pole wrap. I've seen some people use that instead, which would probably be easier, but it was out of stock, so I'm just going to have to cut these one by one. Wow, this video editing makes it look so easy. Well, it actually is. It's just a lengthy process. Speaking of which, I had to sand each one with the orbital sander here, which is probably my favorite orbital sander. It's like $20-something. I'll link it down below if you're looking for a cheap sander. Now, I'm going to glue this on with some liquid nails. I haven't really used this stuff before, although it's been around for a while. I'm pretty obsessed with this. Let me tell you, this stuff is strong. The next day, last night, I went ahead and glued the panels on with some liquid nails, and this is where we're at. Right now, I'm going to stain it. Actually, not really stain it. It's going to be like a wood wash. Even though I ordered a sample beforehand, once I started applying this, I low-key got scared because it was looking a little purple. But once this started to dry, it turned out to be the color I wanted, and yes, it worked. It brought cohesion to the 2 colors. Then I went ahead and added a clear coat just to protect it once that was done. Okay, so this is what it looks like with the panel glued on there. Now, I actually got a wider panel, so there was some leftover wood, so I actually cut a strip here for the bottom kick, like the baseboard or the kickboard, I don't know. Before I bring in the cabinets, it's time to paint these walls. I'm actually going to be lime washing them. If you haven't seen my living room makeover video, I actually did this in the living room and actually the bathroom too. Made a huge difference. I really love the subtleness and the timeless of this, even though it's trending right now. I do need to prime this with specialty primer. This is an acrylic based primer. This is from Color Atelier, which is necessary since I will be doing this over previously latex painted walls. Primer is dry. Now it's time to do some lime washing. I love lime washing. I've been doing it for years. I actually did it in the bathroom. Then I did it in the living room, which I absolutely love. And to keep things sort of in cohesion, I'm going to do the dining room as well. I'm going to be using Color Atelier. The color is going to be Plateau. Then I'm going to go in with Old White. It's going to create sort of that velvety, add some depth effect. To be honest with you, I still do not know what I'm doing when it comes to applying lime wash. In particular, the technique of like spreading it on. Like some people suggest like making clouds and then connecting them and all that. I mean, after doing this so many times, I feel like I'm getting a little bit more comfortable, but it's still kind of weird because the perfectionist in me wants to just paint it evenly. But I do have a blog post on CasaRefined.com. I'll link it below if you're looking for resources on how you can lime wash your space. Okay, so it's been about 2 hours. I'm probably being impatient, but I'm gonna add another coat of lime wash. The color I'm using now is called Old White. It's actually a lighter color. So I went with the darker first so that it creates sort of more depth, more of that texture, visual texture. Similarly, like the first coat, I'm adding another coat of lime wash paint here, but I'm being a little bit more conservative with the amount of paint I add because I want to preserve that velvety effect. Otherwise, once it starts to dry, it's kind of disappear as you're seeing. But here we go. Ooh, I love removing tape. It's so satisfying. Now let's move on to these back doors. They do need to be replaced, but in the meantime, a fresh coat of paint will do. I actually painted my front door black as you see here. It really made a big difference, so I think I want to do the same here. But of course, there is prep work to be done. This is taking a ridiculous long time, and this is the part where I want some help. Can someone come help me? This is without rhyme or reason. Check out these brass poles for the cabinet. I actually started putting them on already. They're so beautiful. They have an aged look. They're made in Italy and I don't know, they just feel heavy. They feel expensive, but they're actually pretty affordable. I'll link them down below in case you're looking for something like this. So I'm gonna continue putting them onto the cabinets. Y'all, the detail of these, oh my gosh. Can't wait to start organizing and stuff. I even started putting in some things. I still need to organize, but just in the meantime. One thing I will say though is that I'm kind of concerned there's too many like pulls. I should have probably done some knobs for the doors. It's just feeling like a bit much, but I don't know. I'm just going to live with it for now and hopefully maybe make up my mind later on, but not bad so far. I actually started taping the door, this French door. I'm actually going to be replacing that probably next year. They need to be replaced. But in the meantime, just a simple solution is to give them a fresh coat of paint. I just never dress for the season. There's no reason. It's time to pay off all my attempts to make a bad move. The doors look really nice. Now, like I said, I will be replacing these doors probably next year. They need to be replaced. So just a simple, fresh coat of paint makes a big difference for the meantime. And as you can see here, the nickel doorknob's not really working out for this space anymore. So I think I'm gonna get a new knob, probably matte black, just to keep it very minimal. And hopefully I can put that in the new door once it gets installed, but not bad. Yes, there's still a boob light in the hallway. We'll address this in the future. Don't you worry. But for now, let's ignore that monstrosity. I want you to take a look at the lime wash here. So I've gotten some questions as to what lime wash looks like on textured walls. I did not want to go through the trouble of removing the texture in all of the house, so I'm kind of just working with the texture. I don't really mind it that much, and I feel that, let me turn on the brightness a little bit so you can see it better. I feel like with the lime wash, it kind of like elevates the texture almost, because it seems to me that, you know, skim coated walls are in right now, you know, no texture. But I don't know, I kind of really like this. It adds a little bit of texture. It feels kind of more authentic, like it looks more like of an old world wall or something that's aged over time. That's the look I'm going for, at least with this particular lime wash. So yeah, that's that on that. Honestly, I'm very happy with the result of these cabinets. They look so nice. These poles though, they're so beautiful. They add so much storage to the space, which I cannot wait to actually start organizing and doing things like that. Now, I am going to order some like window treatments. I don't know, I'm still going back and forth between what I want for that. All right, friend, we're gonna call it good for today's video. Be sure to come for part 2, where we will finish up this dining room makeover, painting, new lighting, new furniture, and a mid-century modern restoration. I'll also put it here at the end of the screen once that's live. But thanks again. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.